Hello there, this is Africa TV and welcome to a special Good Morning Africa program, I have to say, because of course, I know many of you have been there waiting for us to start at the usual time, but due to some reasons, we could not usually start at the usual time. But of course, we are here because we could not afford to miss the program. As always, you know, many of you would be out there and waiting and would want to follow the program. And of course, we thank you for that, and we thank you for the pleasure of your company, for the, of course, loyalty and support. Yeah, it's going to be special this morning because we are going to specifically talk on sports, all right? And of course, to be precise, football, by the way. And of course, once again, wherever you are, whether in the country or beyond, thank you for choosing us again. And we'll be here from now for the next 60 minutes or so to discuss extensively, like I said, on football in this morning's edition. So thank you very much. It's Thursday, the 28th of July, 2022. And thank you for joining us. mbokk yi ñu ngi leen di nuyu beneen yoon fii ci Africa TV ñu waat mbégte dellusiwaat bu baax a baax tey ci alxamis bi la yemook ñaari fukki fan ak juróom-ñett ci weeri July 2022 comme ni ñu koy baaxoo di defee xam ngeen ne juróom-ñeenti waxtu bu si suba si jotee mooy rendez-vous mooy heure bu baax bi ñu ñëw jàkkaarloo ak yéen waxtaanee réew mi wax tamit luy xew ci réew mi suba bu nekk noonu lañ koy defee waaye tey nag ñu leeta door programme bi daanaka lu bari dem na ci waaye comme dafa am lu tax rek but of course ñu jàpp ne danay am solo donte ne tardé nañ tuuti waaye ñu ñëw indi programme bi diktal leen ko waxtaanee tamit leneen li am solo ci réew mi nañ ci ñëw léegi tey nag programme bi daanaka benn ponk kese lay doon ci wàllu tàggat yaram waaye nag ci football ci loolu football ku ko wax jamono yi sa xel daanaka ci lenn rek lay laal mooy GF Electric Congress bi nga xamante ni ñu ngi koo waajal ci weer bii di ñëw di August on the 27 démba rek yéen a ngi doon toppa ñu ànd ak président bi Lamin Kaba Bajo mu nekk incumbent candidate aspiring candidate bi ñu waxtaan ak moom ci tolluwaay football ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci réew mi waaye tamit yéene bu mu amal football ci buñ ko dénkaatee football wax nañ ci lu bari ci yaatal ak leeral tey ñu am beneen team bi nga xamante ñoom tamit dañ samp seen ndënd ànd ak ki nga xamante ne mooy Sadibou Kamacho mooy team Restore Confidence ñoom la am fi tey daanaka nag li yombul ñu am di other team démba beneen team bi tey daanaka ñun mun naa wax ne ñun bokk nañ ñi ko am su fekkee du Africa kese su ko defee nañ dalal leen ñu waxtaan ak ñoom lan la Sadibou amal Gambian football waaye naka lañ gisee football under the leadership of Kaba Bajo and some of the challenges and if Sadibou comes on board lan lay indi ci Gambian football. So basically that would be the discussion in this edition. So once again ñu gërëm leen sant leen si safo bi ak ci kóolute bi ñu gee straight si suñ gan yi bàyyi leen ñu nuyoo. We'll start on my immediate right as always ci ndeyjoor bi. Of course we start with Mr. Bori Dabo. He's a former chairman of the National Sport Council, but also bokk na ci team Restore Confidence of Sadibou. So ñoom ñoo ko back. Te team am bilam fi am. Of course Sadibou would be here as well like Kaba did yesterday, but hopefully next week. Mr. Dabo, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Amadou. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And on my immediate left also, I have Abib Fall. Momentum, he's part of team Restore Confidence for Sadibou. So they have a great team. xam naa ne affaire yi dañ ko jaxas baxas moom bii plateforme bi noonu la ñoo laal ci anglais bi ci olof bi ci soose bi ci pol bi sax bu ko jaree.
It's important
ci njaago bi so ñu bàyyi la nga nuyoo gars yi.
ñu ngi rafetlu this noble invitation. ñëpp xam nañ fu Gambia toll ak fu ñu jëm. so démba gis nañ ne team Kaba ñoo fi. so am na lu bari lu gaay yi wax fii loo xam ne. baax na pour ñu tam ñu ñëw. mun ko seetali. du em nag jos si waxi kese. waaye ñun dañoo fóot ba mu seet wecc mooy dañoo ut put facts on the table. so waaw moo ñu fi indi.
ok
waaw
jërëjëf.
thank you very much.
Thank you Habib Fall. Of course also on my far left is Mr. Sana Yafa. So he's a coach, but also part of Team Restore Confidence supporting Sadibou. Coach, welcome and thank you for joining us. Anyhow, you can all of you. You are free to go. So welcome.
Good morning. Good morning to all the viewers. You set Africa TV right now. Comme ni nga wax rek ñun yëpp ci Team Restore Confidence dañ nekk voluntarily. And I think that has to be very clear. We are there because we want to be there.
Sure.
We are there because we are not happy with the way football has been run in the country. That's the reason why we are there. So, I mean, foog naa ne tamit responsibility ku nekk la tamit. boo ko xam ne am nga Gambia at heart as far as football is concerned. doo gisee loo xam ne neexut la si nga taxaw si. to make sure that ñu fight dëgga. ñun loolu moo ñu si boole si lañ bokk si football laa bokk comme li nga wax rek coach naa fi. serve na in different work capacities. nekk naa fi as an assistant secretary. to the Gambia Football Coaches Association. ak yu bëri
ak yeneen daal waaw yooyu moom nañ ko tënk rek but thank you but just to start because time xëy na is in the essence here bugga nañoo dugg ci waxtaan bi te mun naa koo door rek yow same question yéen ñetta for the start for the past 8 years football under Kaba's leadership su ma doon laajte what is your assessment what is your view of Gambian football over the past years under Kaba's leadership lan nga maa wax
Amadou loolu dinaa si kontaan trop pour tontu fortunately for me, I have been in the footballing cycle during these past 8 years. Mangfi, dunda na ko sila boka. Si fana bo halat nak. I'm luckily enough tamit nekon na fi ay president yu fi passé. Si football. Xamna lu football dundon ak ñom Kaba bi ñëwé bala ñom Kaba lu football dunda ak ñom Kaba lu football di dunda. Lena nañ ko understand football in Gambia move na. But we move at a very slow pace. That has to be said. The past 8 years, football for generate a lot of attention simply because the money be involved in football musuta am si history Gambian football. Te lolu dafa wara leer si nguri Kabala ñëwé.
Is it from FIFA or the Gambian government?
Exactly from in all angles, even government support bisa. Si Kabalim ben president in football, ben president amut ko si Gambian football as far as Gambian football is concerned. Man lucky na enough a GFF president or GFA president yone na ma dem lebi ticket for the female national team travel. That is a team who traveled to Azerbaijan. The female team who qualified to the World Cup. I was very fortunate to be there. jox ma ay kayit damal ma fii nga joxal ma airline nangam pour tickets pour gars up to the day bu gars di travel gis naa time Kaba ñoom Kebe ñëw nañ lobby funds for the federation and we all see lan mooy woon the outcome ñoom Kebe dem nañ ñoom Kaba ñëw ñu continuer project bi and a lot of money was generated from that time but the question is we are not getting the best use of that and pour man football done because dafa wala le qualify into AFCON si nguuri Kabala qualify waaye times ñu permettre tamit dinañ mën a waxtaan si loolu tamit waaye football dox na teams yi improve nañ ñu ngi dem si CAF championship yi GFF ñu ngi support in their own ways waaye ndax that was enough to me as far as I'm concerned it's not enough. Football we ngi dox at a very, very slow pace.
Under Kaba's leadership.
Under Kaba's leadership.
Mr. Fall, the same question. You're a stakeholder. Gambia ku xam Gambian football xam na la ci nga nekk ligue bi moom du ko wax ak yeneen yow tamit soo doon def sa assessment ak sa nga xool Gambian football time bu Kaba ñëw ak fu mu nekk right now mu ngi si beneen mandate naka nga gisee Gambian football ndax progress am na kii mu ne mu ngi dox ba at a very slow pace yow loo gis
man to be honest football yi Gambia moom depending yow si ban angle ngay xoolee di woo dox si man doxut doxut in a sense ne football mënut a dox te amuloo level playing field su nekk sport baa ngee dox that particular sport war naa am ay venues yoo xam ne dafa easy because football mu ngee dox mënuloo am fixe for a month impossible dañuy génne fixe on weekly basis team bi dafa play di xaar pour xam kañ lay playaat so loolu scarcity of field moo ko indi kon in that aspect doxut yaa ma dégg visibility of our league su passé private companies yi am ñooy ñëw other TV yi ñëw moo tax mu am visibility ak people like myself yoo xam ne we spend all our time and resources to make sure ne feeñal leen loolu so si man mun na moo dox comme nit ñi ñoo xam ne dafa dox because of Gambia qualify na AFCON xam nga bla 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 waaye soo xoolee in the general context of it lu ñu manqué dafa bëri te lu ñu manqué mooy the fundamental aspect of any developing sport.
ndax loolu GFF la wala Gambia as a country maybe government bi am na ci responsibility also
both
and also maybe so talk about grants maybe local council authorities
well
so
normal
have say in these things
xam nga on a normal on a civilized country dëkk boo xam ne sport mu ngi dox ni mu war a doxee nobody should even talk about GFF and parks you have the council, through the Minister of Sports, or ñooñu government to be precise ñoo war a defar parks waaye boo gisee tey ñu ngi di cry foul on GFF mooy the amount of money bu ñu waxoon ne moom bu ñu jot from FIFA in the name of the Gambian people because ñoom ñoo wax ne ok comme que government cannot do it all xaaral ñu tap funds from FIFA pour dimbale Gambia which was a great idea but bu funds yi ñëwee funds yi ñëpp gis nañ what happened it's obvious ne 65 million was spent on projects te benn parewul so loolu is unacceptable so soo ma waxee ne football mu ngee dox te ñuy dégg those millions te gisuñ fu mu dugga si man daal we still have a long way to go waaye ñi nga xam ne dañ dee wax ne why are we mentioning GFF when it comes to the park the only reason why people are talking about GFF mooy ñoom ñoo dem collect money on our behalf if not we will blame our central government through the Minister of Sport for not doing enough so football in general si ñu waxee ne dox na because ñu ne Gambia qualify nañ suñu ne football dox na mooy grâce
internally
ñi most of the players soo xoolee ñëpp are professionals
Demba Kaba mu ngi doon wax ne soo xoolee leagues bi number yokku nañ indi nañ women football the number of league has increase nañ ko teams are not paying subscription fee ak yu mel noonu so yëpp pour ñoom they are development yu ñu indi under his time
waaw but do you know why they increased the team it was unrealistic na team si yokku nañ because ñun aaguñ foofu noonu there are some developed countries in Europe they have 12 teams they are far superior than us in terms of everything why ñu ñu ut teams yi because the more matches nga play the more money you get from FIFA so a layman in the street would understand
so ñoom loolu moo tax ñu
we have more league teams than Switzerland
okay
so can you compare us with those people
absolutely not
ñun seen target is not to get more
Scotland as well
seen target is not to get more matches to get money
but
it's to maintain the quality ñun yaa ngi yokk team si amuloo playing ground ci yaa ngi play seen matches at 3 o'clock they are going all the way to Kitty to play matches so football in general pour mu dox grassroots bi league bi the quality of the league couple of years ago ak league du benn the quality has went down
really
drastic of course kids are coming from the street next match li ngay play in the league street amuñ ladder
No. Okay. You talk about that because nañu wax ci affaire xaalis bi ak ci park si yooyu foog ñu laal loolu because ñu bari loolu moo juri coow bi dama bëgg a xam rek ku nekk sa impression of Gambian football before you start on the
pour ñu bëgg a jàll yesterday there are some point lines yoo xam ne Team Kaba wax nañu ko fi we will like to identify loolu.
Okay, ngeen leeral ko.
ñu leeral loolu.
No problem. You want to add something before I get to Bori?
Yeah, exactly, because Habib did mention one thing, very, very important about the increment of teams.
Yeah.
In my own perspective, I feel like they only did it because of political reasons to satisfy teams. Okay, they know increase team. They should go there anytime if they want to store into office new Byland farm. But it was not based on footballing reason. So, Holly, why do you have to increase the teams without even having enough football grounds to host those games? It's a question mark. So it's not realistic. Then they talk to be more proactive. And I think these are areas you have FFB, I'm not deficiency a lot. The reason why I said I know Manma Abib, we don't have to agree, and we would not even agree on certain things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Football does not do. Ben a leaks in you get the Lions amna mgeje lolu limbon you will give them +1. Teams when you get you say +1. But that's one reason why I said our football is been move at a very, very, very slow pace. And I had my reasons.
Okay.
Why do malati na buying in my body?
Teams against the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's constantly happening. Teams when you get and then the FF lim tuti. I'm the support clubs. So I mean, sometimes people feel okay, give the devils his due. I'm not gonna say everything bad about them. I'm not 99% of what they do is bad.
99.
I'm telling you this.
Only 1%?
Of course, yes.
Wow.
And I have my reasons.
Okay.
I'm not some reasons.
No problem. We get to that.
Young man support who might gonna play CAF or CAF championship.
Wow, okay.
But sometimes teams then they win the trophy.
League B or Super or FF Cup.
It takes a lot of time to get their cash prize money.
Yeah, they don't have to support the clubs to gain, because clubs has to be self-sufficient.
Okay.
Support and then what they support, but they did it because of their own interests in what they have, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. I come the morning, there are deficiencies you have. This federation enjoying the government teams were enjoying during this work about.
Okay, thank you. Let's get the impression of Mr. Dabo now. He's a former chairman of the National Sport Council. I'm interested in history with the GFF. So, Mr. Dabo, what is your impression of Gambian football over the past 8 years under Kaba's leadership? If you like, you can say, did you have noticed any development, any progress? What is your view on the state of Gambian football as we speak?
Thank you very much, Amadou. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
One, as a member of Team Restore Confidence, and also as a former chairman of the National Sports Council. It's a good question that I've asked my colleagues, and it's good that I also weigh in.
Yeah, sure.
The past 8 years, what have we achieved in our football? It's two things.
Yeah.
Yes, there is slight progression. And how do that progression came about? One is the commitment the teams have, and the commitments the athletes have. Those are the footballers. Because they have passion for it, and that's the field they have chosen for themselves.
How about the leadership, football administration? Yeah.
That's what they have chosen, and they want to excel in that domain. They all want to become big ambassadors for the Gambia, attain professional level. And because of that, we have progression. The team managers, club presidents, they all have passion for the game. And each would like to see their club develop. And each would like to see their players move out of the Gambia and play in professional leagues. Because we still fail to professionalize our league. Now, Gambians, we easily forget the past. This progression we had is not that was built today or over the last 8 years. The process had been there long since, and he has a coach, contributed immensely towards that. He is also running a team. They all contributed. But we as Gambians, we easily forget. The qualification of Gambia to AFCON did not start now. It started a long time ago.
It's a long journey.
A long journey. A long journey that had yielded positive results, but we forgot too soon. Remember when we had Peru, was it 2002 or 2005?
2005, yeah.
What was the euphoria of the Gambian people in the streets from Banjul to Koina?
Yeah, it was indeed overwhelming.
Because we've never dreamt of Gambia beating mighty Brazil at a football game. But it happened. So this process had been there. The foundation had been laid. But the problem, we could not attain it before. This one is as a result of maladministration.
Don't you think then the current leadership or executive might have bring some good of a leadership that help us to break the ground or to make that breakthrough to the national scene?
They did not. That's what I'm coming to.
Yeah.
They did not.
Yeah, but if you're saying
successive administrations have come and they were somehow blocked on their route. And some members who were amongst the people, let's say Mr. Habibu or Sana wants to progress, and I cut off their legs, because I do not want to see them succeed. It's not them that you are affecting, it's the nation that you are affecting.
So there were hindrances?
Yes, a lot of hindrances. Otherwise, we would have attained qualification to AFCON long time ago.
Well before Kaba came in.
Yes, well before. Kaba is a non-entity in sports. I don't even like to talk about it.
No, but he's the president, and we cannot take him.
Listen, he came accidentally, and he came at the back of, how would you put it? cheating Gambian people. Because
how would you justify that? How would you say accidentally? Kaba went into a Congress.
No, listen.
He was elected by the stakeholders for 4 years, and then he seeked another mandate.
My point.
He was voted again, so that could not be
That's why he's
defined
sweating
as
today. That's why he is sweating today. And I know my colleagues would elaborate on that.
Yeah,
the reason why he's sweating today to become elected, because all those past elections was mad on things that were not level, as he said, no playing field. Because one, he came in the pretext of a presidential candidate or a government candidate on the Yaya Jammeh.
No, he was imposed.
He had no team.
was imposed on the football family in this country.
You see, this is what I mean.
But how can you justify that? Yeah.
As he said, Kaba was imposed on the football fraternity.
By who?
Kaba did not even belong to any team. And to use him, they said, because yes, he was one time a former minister, he's close to President Jammeh, so let's use him. I said, it's President Jammeh who want Kaba to come as GFF president. And Kaba at the time had no team. They had to use BK Milan.
Yeah, I think he's the club president of that team, isn't he?
No.
KGH. It started with KGH.
Oh, okay.
You see? No. So this is how he came in. It's like imposed. He had no iota. He has no idea about football administration. A complete non-entity in that domain. Imposed on us. And when they came in, instead of trying to normalize things so that you get all the players together, the Gambia has been far too divided in camps. I should have waited on for some time to bring that.
Yeah, but the camp issue, would you blame Kaba for that? Because that have been here for years. I remember when before Kaba, you have camps in Gambian football.
He should have, and that's why Team Restore Confidence is coming on board.
Okay.
And that's the reason why I'm supporting Team Restore Confidence.
I was going. That would be my next question, because I want us to progress as time is also going.
Yes.
Let's to learn. Okay.
Otherwise,
but I think you have done that. Okay.
If you did not give him time to elaborate on that, I will.
Okay, then let him exhaust that. Then we will move on. Because I want
I said there was progression because team owners, players themselves have the passion and they have the determination because they want to attain a certain level. And they have yearned for this qualification for far too long. And that commitment made us to be at AFCON, not administratively. Because administratively, we had a lot of issues. The GFF as an institution is not properly managed under Kaba administration. It's not. One, they feel too arrogant. They don't even have respect for National Sport Council. And every now and then, that's the body that will ridicule the government of the Gambia. I listened to his interview when he said most of the time they have to do things by themselves and the government. And the government owns the national team. And 98% of all that they do is done by government. You ask anyone, he will tell you.
But, I mean, Kaba would say GFF has a good rapport with the government.
Administratively, if it is only administrative, we would not have qualified. Because there are a lot of hitches here and there, a lot of infighting amongst themselves.
Yeah, but then the GFF could claim that, like Kaba said yesterday, they have to do a great job and transform so many things to get Gambia where it has been yearning for years. That is to the AFCON. And like you said, it's a long journey, but it is during their time. And the credit that they have to be.
We are not refuting that credit. Even if it is yourself, we will give the credit to you. But that's why I said it's a long journey. Gambians forget too soon. You started the journey long time ago, and the progression has been going gradually. And then teams were increasing. And before he came in, teams were increased. And in fact, there was a time he accused Sadibu of whatever. Yeah. I could say he is one of those who, because when they came in, it's like you sold intellectual property. And because of that, you have no idea. You found everything there, ready-made for you. Because remember, KBS administration did a lot of work to stabilize the running of GFF House. Administratively, they have done a great job. They have done a lot of write-ups as how we are going to progress. Female football, referees, coaches, all these things were tailor-made and written down. So it's like you coming in and inherit something.
Yeah.
And instead of involving others to make good use of that document, you want to make it as your own.
Yeah, but you would appreciate or thank him for making sure.
No, he should have
the
thanked,
program.
He should have thanked those who did that work.
Yeah, what I'm saying also.
And he's not. I'm coming.
From.
He is not. He never acknowledged the work that those people have done. He has never acknowledged it. And it's their material.
Okay, that
so
is
it's
used.
like, it's their material.
But he have used it wisely in the interest of the game, don't you think so?
Listen, he has not. Because each time he is telling, you are either removed. Where is Ibrahim Amane? Where is Abbas? Where is Abdul Salam? Where is Wiki? All these people. Where is Stajalo? Where are they? So each time you are challenged, that individual is moved out because you feel threatened with his ideas. You don't want to buy it. You are only focused on something where you can develop as an individual.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, I want us to move now.
Yeah, you will move.
Yeah.
GFF, whatever credit we have, yes, we have qualified and the whole nation celebrate. I am not that type of person who will see progress and deny it.
Okay.
No, I'm not that type.
Okay. All
But honestly, we have to be very open to ourselves and admit our faults when faults are placed in front of us.
Fantastic, good. Now I want us to move on because, like I said, I know you want us to if I allow you, we will stop in this issue here, but we get to make progress. Léegi dama bëgg ñu move on somehow because ku nekk joxe sa impression of Gambian football. Now you all are calling for change. And you think Sadibou is the right person, and Sadibou has been part of the system. Is a new wine in an old bottle. He has been there with the GFF until apparently Amdim Gis Mugena. So, why do you think Sadibou in person nga gum ne mom tay buñ ko denké Gambian football mun nako yobbu comme nim waré, different from li fi Kaba def ak li nga gis li nga japp ne affaire yi doxut té mom Sadibou mu bokkon ci yefi.
Football more nekk sport boo xam ne dafa xaw a fiir to excel in it you have to be part of it. Car FIFA yëpp noonu la. You come from the lower ranks. Climb the ladder.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have ideas.
Yeah.
tey bu ma ñëwee man bu ñu accès tey fii ay Africa TV. xaw ma woon fan laay dugg.
Yeah.
You people let me in. I was expecting upstairs. Ndeke si suuf.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Because fii sa home la. Moom he was there. He understand how it works. Xam na loopholes yi, xam na where to uplift. He was in the system, but he was not the boss. There were people above him who knew they pull the string. He got ideas. He can only put his ideas on the table for them to check. But at the end, ñoom ñooy decide. Kabala, Bax, Ibu Fai, and the list goes on. So it's not like he was the VP or second VP or the president. No, it's not. You nekk ak CAF ak ñoom Infantino. Fan lañ jógee? They were there.
Yeah.
So the fact ne move forward makes it even better to move our football because yaa ngi fa xam nga li nga xam ne loolu what do we need to do to fix it. ñoom they know the xam nañ lu Sadibou moom. He's a young boy among them. But anytime they are going to anywhere, mom lañ jël jiital. If he was stupid, loolu xew. Moom lañ jël jiital si lu nekk.
Dafa am lu ñu gis si moom.
Non du benn. Du benn. Tapalapa cake duñ benn.
Loolu moom.
The guy got wisdom. Man yàgg naa xamante moom waaye I never had the opportunity to talk to him. But bu ma gisee ni day sa ñu ngi dem into election. The only person ku taxaw kan la.
Moom la
Sadibou. So I was interested because I'm in for a change. So ma jege ko. Oyut ma maa ko jege pour ma dégga. Ma jege ma dégga. Ma dem ma am interest. Ma follow meeting sam bi. Ma gis ne this guy is really sharp. And I buy his ideas. We are not with Sadibou for the interest. Comme gis nañ fi ñoo xam ne dañu ñëwoon team restore pour am position. We are not in for position. Ñun team Gambia lañ. suñu gisee koo xam ne mën na moo change the narratives for us. We are in because sport is life.
And you think Sadibou has that potential to change the narratives?
Benn, the fact ne you can see the fear factor in them. None of them want to face him. Why? Is Sadibou God? Why are they scared to face him?
Yeah, but there's a planned debate.
Bobu after la.
Wow, Bobu after la.
Sadibou can go to any platform alone. Need to put under anybody. He is that good. ñoom dañuy wax ci team Kaba loolu is kind of authoritarian to us. ñun we have team restore confidence. They are not trying to single out Sadibou as the man, even though he's the leader.
Yeah.
But it's called team restore confidence. Then you could see Team Kaba, just to show you the difference in terms of the way they present themselves. He is more of a team player. Fale, they are trying to put one guy up there because last time on West Coast Radio, déglu nañ Peter Gomez ak guy, they were there, the entire team.
Yeah.
Before said it, they said, moom dafa gis ne this guy moo ko ëppal leadership quality, so moom la ñu push. So they are trying to push Kaba.
Pour moom mu continuer.
B is different. Everybody have an opinion. So knowing ne for the past 8 years, xanaa koo xam ne duy gis. But when it comes to football in the country, lu des dafa bari. Te doo ma wax ne it's because of GFF moo tax Fortune win league. Can you say that? Assane Ndour has to put in money in his team pour mu àgga foofu.
So
danga maa wax ne because of GFF moo tax Real am Bassori. Can you say that?
No.
You cannot say that. Doo ma wax ne because of him moo tax Waga du ñëw. So si ñoo wax achievements, we have to base it on ñoom li ñu def visible loo xam ne gis nañ ko on the ground.
Okay.
But going forward, pour nga xam ne Sadibou is miles away ahead of them, not only Kaba, all of them joined together on the 13 debate. All of them la wax. All of them nañ toogee benn boor, Sadibou toogee benn boor, guide them.
Yeah, talking about the debate, sir. Kaba Demba lu ñu wax mu ne personally moom boppam he is ready, but within team bi si boppam they are discussing, but they are yet to agree on that. But they will respond whether they will attain on that. But
no,
for him, he is ready to face that. But the team itself are discussing.
Foofu dama fa ñëw.
Wow.
ñoom wax nañ ne Kaba is the right person to lead them. So which means kon óolu nañ ko wax nañ ko on spot fire.
Wow.
They said ne moom he is good enough to be their leader. Moom moo leen ëppal leadership quality. So if Kaba is that good, amul team amul dara. bi nga ko ooyee fii lu tax mu ñëw lu tax ñëw taal di entourage but bu gaa yi dem sport file dañ indi entourage boo xam ne Uncle Peter du spare anything léegi to make things easy su Sadibou waxee lii Kaba wéri su kii waxee lii Kaba wéri su kii waxee lii kii wéri it's easy.
ñoom ñu jàkkaarloo.
Why do we have to make it difficult? It's not even difficult. Go on TV 10 o'clock Gambian time, ñi reer nañ julli nañ ñu toog. Yaa ma sax we want to know kii mu ma accuse kii mu ne du dëgga yaa wax lii fekkewuma ko nangam sangam.
Waaw ñoom ñu leeral.
Let them go out there.
Okay.
I understand that whatever happens, regardless whatever happens, this debate is going ahead. Ak ku daw
waaw
ku daw yow wane nga ne you are guilty. Because tey suñ la
mun nañoo wax ne yow loolu sa gis-gis la rek.
non yow sa gis-gis la yaa ngi yow you are responsible of Africa TV ñu oola board meeting pour ñu xam seen financial dealing te you are the finance manager nga daw
boobu de affaire la.
waaw guilty as charged.
waaw boobu affaire la. thank
come
you
on.
léegi coach still on Sadibou because some of you are coach, he is a stakeholder. So former chairman National Sport Council, you believe in Sadibou. But gangi wax ni yen mun ngeen dem di wax. But the thing here is stakeholders ñu war a decide. Are they listening? Ndax ànd nañ ak Sadibou ndax li ngeen gis nañ ko because you people you don't vote. So loolu tamit bu ñu gis nañ former football players and some administrators, even some of executive members ci team Kara, they are with Sadibou now. But most of those people don't vote. The people who matters most are the stakeholders. The team Kaba believe the stakeholders are with them. So lol tamit why do you think you would have that opportunity pour get the message down to where it should pour ngeen am that changes.
xam nga nit ki soo ko poussé ba si maraaj bi amut fu mu dem
foog mu ses na
dafa si su sesee mun naa retalier loolu mooy xew si Gambian football stakeholders yi it has never been the same for the past 8 years amut as far as I know amut benn stakeholder ki maa waxal even most of them ñoo xam ne sax ñu ngi team Kaba who are happy in the state of Gambian football at the moment that says a lot te dama ko dee wax election bi is one of the most interesting election ever in Gambian football.
ak yu fi jaar yëpp.
ñu fi jaar yëpp.
all the brouhaha bu ñu doon
yëpp bi si musa am si football bi la si gën a important bi la si gën a interesting one of the big reasons are. bori moom la ko doon wax you know yaa ngi ko mayloo ko time pour mu jekkali. that is interference in our football. for far too long suñ football bi dafa am government interference. before the
14 is it?
14 election.
Yeah.
No, 2014 election. Kaba was imposed on Gambians. He was imposed on Gambians by the Gambia government. I can categorically tell you, then they had a call, they were at a meeting, ñu xool kan la ñëw bëgg a teg pour mu jiitu ñu ñëw ñu ne Kaba ñu ne ñu jiital Kaba. This is how he came in. foofu kenn du ñemee wax because ñu jógee si region si pour ñëw vote si they were directed. Prior to that, then amend constitution brought in a new constitution. They brought in teachers from classroom. Put in your vote yes on the constitution. When all these stakeholders in football are here.
And these are facts that
these are facts
that you don't invent.
On record. I have had teachers saying man sa xawma li ma fi indi man dañ ma jëlee si classe yu jox ma pass ñu ne ma demal nga debi waaye naa ngeen dem meeting friendship wa hostel ñu àgga fa ñu ne non da ngaa vote yes. On records. So the constitution is imposed on Gambians, on Gambian football. That is why they think that they can act smart in all these regional associations for to make sure to back their political aspirations. But at a critical angle, look at the regional associations. Useless.
Very.
Useless. I mean, they
are supporting them. They are playing football.
They are supporting.
They are organizing their own leagues.
The only regions that are playing active football for the past 5-8 years is West Coast region and KM. And KM just started. Banjul and then 4 teams. So be triangle be the and before the pop cannot qualify. You know that's the reason you have a lot of teams from Banjul. West Coast region. It's only because you have people in West Coast that are into football and they had a foresight in building football in our region. I've been part of it, and I know what I'm telling you. We outlined a lot to develop football in West Coast at a regional level. The Masian regions, can LRR door the play league, a third division league? The past 3 seasons. Basse Kenya. These are facts. So, regional association and this should be the core of the Gambia Football Federation. Federation should have only been there, regulate the National Force and Second Division League. St. Joby would have been much more easier.
Okay.
And the RFAs should have been doing the majority of the job across the country. It's not happening. Okay,
but if all these things are not happening, and yet still the JFF and, for example, Kaban State believe that the stakeholders are with them.
One reason Mala wanted this election important because stakeholders then they feel ñun dañ ses.
One thing for one of the things you have money in all this trouble. Imagine the regions 4 votes, teams 1 vote. The regions are teams. A team owner spending all your savings.
Yeah, definitely.
The region is the opposite. Nobody in the region is spending from your pocket. Ki nga xamne moy spend halisam mom bena vote la ko xamne spend ya for 4 votes. Do you know why they do that? après most
but
Gambian
loolu idea bi foog naa from FIFA la jógee because
Ah,
time
no,
normalization
no,
bi
Ghana is still a
bu ñu
football
baanee
association,
fii I remember that guy from
Aramola.
FIFA fàtte naa naka la tudda
Aramola.
I was there then they
Look,
came it was
look, it doesn't come from FIFA. It doesn't come from FIFA. It's
because
the
loolu la ñu
route
made
they
to
want
understand I think it was tailor made pour ñu
No, it's
synchronize
easier.
ko with across the association
xam nga right now fu mu nekk nii going forward fu mu nekk nii su élection amantee si region si di nga gis lu saf safa because then nit ñi duñ jee mind about those elections so
Exactly.
JFF will go there and corrupt the system pick ku leen ne hand pick teg ko fa
A clear example.
and then su ñëwee si élection bi yow being so unpatriotic yaa ngay represent a whole region boo xam ne developed xanaa yow foo jógee ma am from the region
man CRR laa jógee
ok CR la fa am
waaw foofu moom
you have right put your generation cap off nga wax ne yow you are from CRR la ma fa man am from NDR last week maa ngi woon si final foofu noonu ñu ngay play si fil boo xam ne comme dege the whole baara beeg Farafenni so tell me yow nga nekk di foofu noonu di président handpick because of yaa ngay receive certain incentives yow nga empower ñoo xam ne yow sa zone soo gestoo est-ce que si school la ñuy play they are play in the school Farafenni lu fa am lu am Kerewan nothing so tell me one reason why.
No, xam nga the problem is not about me or you but li may wax
No,
what people are saying is
moo tax
ne yéen you can highlight all these things but at the end of the day ñu matam
But
those people are not saying that
I'm
They
giving you
still believe
okay. Mala give facts.
Wow.
Habib did mention about elections. So Amatesi region said there will be changes.
waaw
There is a just concluded election a few months ago in KN. What happened? The team decided who they want to lead them. Even though Kaba and his team tried extensively to bring in someone handpicked, the region said no. We are bringing people that we think can run our football, and that is going to be the trend for the
and
rest
the
of
person
regions.
the person who won is a legit
Stakeholder.
koo xam ne xale la man maa ko mag fuuf depuis xale mu ngi
Amadou, let me come in.
mu ngi nawetaan
Waaw.
ba léegi am na
Clear
ci
decision.
indi noonu lu ñuy wax mooy
Waaw.
going forward léegi
waaw xam nga man
élection su amatee si region si
waaw
it's not going to be business
As
as usual te loolu mu ngi door right now from KM going to this election Aliou Bey said it the only thing that can happen mooy fair play
ci election JFF bi
fair play moom su amee ku win ñu xam ne fair play there will be no irregularities kenn du ko nangu the youths are ready for a transparent free and fair election
Yeah, I think
we
it-
are not asking for too much te kenn duñ fi sideline kenn si ay rules yoo xam ne dañ ko benn we are not gonna take it
but you are sounding like as if da ngeen bëgg a threaten or whatever loolu tamit
digal lu ma
No, but-
no don't turn my tone dama la ne free and
fair waaw loolu leer na
loolu
xam
dafa
nga
leer
soo waxee ne you are not going to xam nga gars yi wane boy saa mu ngi sañ
non woo bi mun naa dëggal waaye wax gi dafa leer élection bi na leer
na leer
soo winee ñu xam ne yaa win
ok
xam nga Amadou ma daaneel li tax ma ne élection bi moo gën a important.
waaw foofu
It's
laan
gonna
doo
be
ñu
more
move
decisive.
on because dañu war a leeral kii mu ne point ñu Kaba wax démba
the
time bi
past two elections yu passé foofu laa ko tënkee.
ok
Kaba bi mu doon ñëw into his force here. dañ ko impose ñëpp xam nañ lu xew ñu dem into election I mean because he was handpicked am na influence by government.
2018
region si ñëw nañ.
2018
the last election.
2018
last election.
and Sadibou was his campaign manager
when Sadibou was his campaign manager.
waaw
Malik Silla and his team came. They were bullied. There was no election. Election amut. Kaba came in, no oppose, mudem. This election now, someone was groomed in between the GFF, who is ready to take the mantle of leadership in Sadibou Kamaso, backed by Team Restore Confidence. Where
I hope Sadibou meet all the requirements because the nominations are open.
if Sadibou doesn't meet requirement, then Kaba doesn't meet any requirement to
no
be the GFF president.
if Sadibou didn't meet the requirement
Let me-
ñun dañ ko daxa
So let me come
Okay.
in.
ñun dañ ko because you know why
Ah.
Sadibou cannot be in the system for that long
Yeah.
ba pare xamul requirements
Okay.
loolu is unacceptable
Okay, Coach Daniel Fofu then, are you done? Ma dew si bori.
Nga ñu si
Okay.
bopp.
Yeah, thank you very much. You did ask Why Kamaso?
Yeah, why Kamaso?
Me and Kamaso were at different sides.
Yeah, opposite.
Before.
Yeah.
And my coming here and endorsing him has volume. Just as he tried to mention. He's a young man who is very dynamic. He's very committed. He's passionate. He loved the people. He loved the country. And he has impeccable record. His integrity is intact. If not, I would not have been here.
Are you saying all these things because you are now on one camp?
No.
Or one side?
No.
No camp, maybe?
Listen, I'm coming. The reason why I'm saying that, because he has a vision. And this vision is how to develop our sports. Not only to develop our sports, but how to bring everybody on board. And these are clearly spelled in his 11 points. Clearly spelled.
Yeah.
And if you go through those things, and you are honest to yourself, you would definitely give him a support because you would say this is the person who is ready. Now, previously what they did, the former minister Aliu Kejame was behind all these things. But he regretted it today. If he would have one-on-one with him, he would tell you he has regretted it. Because they disappointed him. Look, before Kebe was at this place, CCF, they manipulated until Kebe was moved to Sierra Leone. Because they don't want to see him here. They manipulated and then soiled Sidi Kinde until they instigated FIFA and CAF, they banned Sidi, and later on they did not even stop there. They fought the young man and moved him to Basse.
Yeah, but
I'm coming, I'm just telling you, listen, no.
Would GFF have the powers to
manipulate
FIFA?
Listen, we know the politics that goes underneath.
But the
listen,
FIFA...
who brought these people and imposed them on Gambian people, but today I regret it because the aspirations, was no more. They did not even achieve it. Completely. They disappointed badly and they disappointed the Gambian people. KK was moved from Gamdelia, was moved to Bansa. You know, Star Jana, a very brilliant guy, one of the finest risk managers in this country, in the banking sector, was moved. Yes, he had an international appointment. That was the only good thing about that guy, moved to Nigeria. So they moved all these people away. So Sadibu coming from that group is the nicest and the most excellent thing to have been done. Because otherwise, it would still be an easy ride because all the other guys, just like they did to Malik Silla, they would still continue blocking Kaba, Sisi, and all others. They would do the same thing.
Are you confident Sadibu is going through? Because nominations are, he's yet to be confirmed as a candidate.
Sadibu has everything it takes.
They have just filed in, I think.
Amadou, yes, I know it's a TV. People are listening. I want to go on a point. Yeah. Sadibu is somebody who is very, very honest. I can attest to that. And he has this country at heart. He has the country at heart. And he wants to see Gambian sports develop. The euphoria, whatever about the the AFCON qualification was fine, but is that the end? No.
Okay.
No. What it's from where we should have moved from that qualification. By today, we should have been properly engaged. But today, what is happening is today, how do I feel my pocket? Listen,
Kaba says,
listen. I don't even want to.
No, what he says that they want to continue the development that they have started.
There is no development. It's only
the qualification that we acquired.
There is no development. I don't want
in 2021.
You're forcing me to come into those things. There is no development when it comes to sport. It's only personal development. You are paid £250 per night. Most of them will travel for 40 days. Calculate that. £250 by $65, the lowest, against the pound. How much is that? That's almost 16,250. Multiply that by 40 days. That's about 770,000. One person pocket that. The teams are suffering. The players are suffering. Their parents are suffering. You call that development? That is a ripoff of the Gambian people and the Gambian players and the team owners. Listen.
These are allegations, but
this
you have the facts.
Allegation.
No, this is what they say.
Kaba immediately said from Cameroon. Listen. Immediately from Cameroon, Kaba shuttled to Qatar. How many days was that? Ibufe was in Cameroon. And some of them will go 5 days, 6 days before the tournament even start. They will call it, how do you call it? Contingency.
Advanced team?
Advanced team. What advanced team?
You know what I want you to do?
I'm coming. Advanced team. Advanced team, you're looking, because you are looking at how much do I have to gain? How much do I have to earn? looking at the 250 for senior people, and the young ones 150 or 175. But all of them would go with 250. And there is rumor, I don't know, I don't like to rely on rumor, that is being increased to 275. Yeah. Is it true?
Because what happened is, Kaba said most of these things are just rumored and they are verbal. You people, you don't prevent, the evidence is on the paper. These are the corruption has happened or the embezzlement.
You are forcing me.
No, I'm not forcing you.
I want somebody who took them on some time ago. This 2018 about a football house.
The Gold Project.
The Gold Project. Yeah. When they said they have spent $40 million at the Gold Project. That document was signed by him and Bakary Jammeh. The contract was awarded. And to say FIFA, that's a lie. You have to select the contractor and present it to FIFA. Based on your recommendation, FIFA now appoints, let's say, Sana as the contractor for this project. So to say FIFA appointed is a lie. You have to.
What he was saying, FIFA had never said they have embezzled any finance. Their accounts were approved by FIFA. Everything that they were.
People want to listen and want to know.
Yeah, I want you to clarify. That's why.
Even the police report is here. On the investigation they carried on them, it is here.
That.
It is here.
No, you don't.
No, dama bëgg affaire leer Kaba mu ne da ngeen di wax rek. You don't provide facts. Allegations and embezzlement.
No,
xam nga loolu tamit.
No, he's trying to get the.
I mean, whilst he do, yeah.
Okay, yo, as a Gambian.
You see, the police report, their opinion here. This, in fact, from the Attorney General, their opinion. The Attorney General, Minister of Justice, their opinion at the time, having pursued the facts and evidence in the entire case file, it was considered opinion that the conduct of the suspect is condemnable, as it is glaring that he deliberately or by willful negligence failed to withhold the 10% tax.
Who is talking?
The Minister of Justice.
Minister of Justice.
You asked for facts?
Yeah, it's not me asking.
Kaba
was here just yesterday, and that's what he said.
But what Kaba is good at, is denying the facts.
Listen, I listened to it. Yeah. I was in my house. I told my wife to go, because my vehicle is under maintenance. Normally I use her car. I'm sorry, madam, I mentioned it. Yeah. I say go, because I want to watch a program. I took my time and listened to him. And he said if people have evidence. This is from the Ministry of Justice. It is here.
This was about the gold projects, the FIFA gold.
But when the contract was awarded, they were supposed to pay a tax, and they refused to pay. That was withholding tax 14 days. Should have been paid, withheld within 14 days and paid the government, and they refused. It went up to 1 year or 2 years, and then the tax increased, accrued up to $1.something million.
And that was never paid?
Up to the time I left as chairman, it wasn't paid.
And Amadou, I did heard him saying as well yesterday in his show, the issue of the toilet. One of your panelists asked about the toilet. He said, those are allegations. Yeah. Those are not allegations. Those are facts that Kaba and his executive, their financial report indicated that the toilet was built for $1.5 million. It's not what I said. It's not Abib. It's not Bori. This is what they said. And they are the very people who said they have renovated the Gold Project for $40 million. It's 40 rooms. In my capacity as a building contractor, I cannot understand how could you say you build a toilet for $33,000 US.
There's something here, because the issue of this toilet, I understand, in 2020 was raised during the elections. And Sadibou was one of the team people that were defending that. Let them provide the proofs.
Listen. Sadibou was not there when that was built. Sadibou always maintained his stand. He was not there. Sadibou was not there.
But he was requesting for?
Yes, because
that if it happened, let them prove it.
The GFF has never given information as a manager.
So he was saying,
will you allow me to
you move on.
The reason why I said Sadibou,
because I know you want to talk about the parks and the FIFA money.
The reason why I said Sadibou is the right choice. Sadibou represents the aspirations of the Gambian people. The Gambian people lost confidence in our football administration, and Sadibou and the team want to restore that. Look, our veterans, our ex-players are all being discouraged in Gambian sports affairs because they are not respected. You know, their opinion does not matter to GFF, especially Kaba. Kaba is an individual who does not even care much about his staff or even his executive members.
But if you talk about the GFF staff are not complaining, are they?
Allow me.
They are complaining.
Allow me.
From who?
Allow
that's
me.
also important. If the
Allow
staffs are
me.
there and they
Now,
are not
Sadibu,
happy, but they are not
listen,
complaining, the media is here, but you never have any one of them coming out and say, we are discontent
Amadou,
with how Kaba is leading football. That's also a
Amadou,
problem.
yeah,
They will still allow me. They will still allow me to
That is
continue.
Gambian for you.
They will still allow me to continue because I want.
Yeah,
You're talking about Salib, and the reason why I want
it
people to give him that opportunity to be the president, because one look at
To restore confidence.
to restore confidence.
It seems
Because
confidence has been lost from the
completely
GFF.
from the parents, from the footballers themselves, everything.
How about the stakeholders?
The stakeholders,
because
what-
they matters most in
look,
this case.
there are 77 people who have to vote.
Yes.
And of these 77 people, I am telling you as of today, majority are going for Sadio. I can tell you for free.
Confidently.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the stakeholders have been far too fooled for 8 good years. And I want stakeholders, the presidents of the clubs and the voting people.
Fooled by
listen,
who?
By Kaba. One, they have the power to elect you to administer the affairs of our sports, football in this country, male and female. Now, me who is going to vote for you, my vote cannot be threatened to say if I win and you are not on my side, this is what I will do. That is not development. And the presidents and all those who are going to vote, this is the opportunity. We have been crying for far too long, and now is the time to get rid of Kaba because he represents no good for our sports. No good for our sports. All Kaba yearn for, listen, is himself. He's the president of the Gambia Football Federation, is the first vice president of Olympic, he's eyeing for WAFU presidency, you know, he's vying for positions within CAF and FIFA.
Yeah.
And listen, he said it, and the reason why, you know, FIFA will give $1 million annually
For operational costs.
for operational costs.
Yeah.
And CAF also will chip in, let's say, 250. Now, it is expected, and there is a likelihood of that being increased to 2 million. And when that happens, quarterly, how much are you going to receive? About 660,000.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand? Now, this 1 million, we've all seen it has been, the way it's been managed, it's been bastardized because it's not been properly utilized.
But there's an issue.
It's not been properly. Listen, people need to know. People need to know.
Go ahead.
You see,
let me allow it.
people need to know
Allow him to learn.
how is that 1 million been spent? Because there is no development. Our players are not developed. Our coaches are not developed.
No.
Taking them to trainings 1 week, 2 weeks, and that's you certificate them, and that's it. But when that coach wants to do something, the next thing, you move him out.
Who is paid?
Where is your colleague, Cisse, from Kiang? Omar.
Omar, yeah.
Where's Omar?
Tafamane.
You know?
The Tafamane.
The Tafamane. Listen.
Matar
listen.
Boj.
They have
Matar
developed.
Boj.
Listen, no. I'm just telling you.
Mr. Dabo, if you let me elaborate on that. He is telling you, those coaches, I mean, I'm glad he did, because I'm part of it.
But the life of Tafa Mane and recently Matar, these are things that we need to celebrate. They were here within our midst. Yes, they were recognized, but they have an opportunity internationally.
Before coming to Matar,
We could have
Tafa Mane applied for a job in the under 20
Yeah.
in the Gambia, and he was never considered. He wasn't even said A or B. He's
Idrissa Sonko.
disrespected. He left for Liberia and doing good. Now they're pretending that they cares about Gambians abroad. What happened to Matar? Matar was here qualified to this team to under 20 championship. His records is there to speak for himself. His contract expired. He's been dragged for over a year. He's never been renewed. Every day they're dragging him out. Every day a new thing. Every day a new thing. He's at the technical development committee. Nothing happens in it.
And guess what?
And guess what? He left.
Before he left,
Because there is not enough opportunities. Ibu Jara came from UK. A top coach in the country. He did everything. He's bullied.
You know,
Okay, now,
sometimes
There's not
I
enough
want to ask you
opportunity
about
for
this.
coaches to
1
build
minute.
on. He did talk about capacity
I want to
building.
ask you about this.
He did talk about capacity building. I can categorically tell you clearly that we last did our D license in 2016. In 2016 or 18. B license. I was part of the first batch that did their CAF B license. Since then, there is no meaningful coaching our education as far as we are concerned.
Was it free or
no, we paid $200 for each participant.
Got that.
The last CAF season that happened at the Gold Project last season, every coach paid $10,000.
Got that.
And guess what happened? They catered food for them. They cannot even properly cater food for them. They will bring in food on plates on their classrooms. That's where they eat.
Okay. Okay, I got that. Now,
just giving you facts.
no, you, Habib, you don't ask me here. I ask you. So you
I'll
have
ask you.
No, you don't ask me.
You said Kaba was here, he talks about facts.
No,
now,
yes.
now I'm asking you what person.
No, he don't. Kaba never asked me to provide facts. He said the stakeholders. I would
sorry
go out
you-
there
hey,
and say
don't talk about, hey, the stakeholders.
Now he asked the stakeholders or
Let me tell
anyone
you
who
one
is
thing.
claiming
Okay,
that
okay,
the GFF is embezzling
Okay,
the
now let me tell you one
GFF to provide the facts. This is what I'm
Let me
asking
tell
you
you
to
one
do.
thing.
Listen,
the
you-
stakeholders don't own the football. Our football is owned by every single
Absolutely
Gambian.
so. Yeah.
Okay, now, this is from where?
Yeah.
Attorney General Chambers. So facts have been.
Yeah. No,
I'm saying.
we have dealt with this one. Fine.
No, no,
I-
Do you agree that there is a concrete fact?
it's
Yes.
not for me to agree or not.
You
The
have to.
viewers are watching and the stakeholders also that you want to convince
Since we
are
arrived
watching.
here-
No, we are talking about elections.
And
I
if
wanted to-
Kaba continue asking for facts.
Yes.
If
Yeah,
we
the
continue
reason
asking for
why-
facts,
the
there will
reason
be
why-
more facts on the table.
The reason why I said stakeholders.
I want us to talk about
especially- yes, I'm
the
coming.
park issue because of time.
That's what I'm talking
If not,
about.
we would not.
That's why I'm saying the stakeholders and all those who are going to vote
Yeah, it's-
should give
it's
their
important.
vote to Kamasu.
Yeah.
The reason why, because he cared for our sports development.
Yeah, because-
You know, he does not want to be there because you vote for him, so I'm the president, whatever I like. No. Look, our veterans have been neglected in the streets from Banjul to Koina.
Yeah, I have seen all
May
the
God
former
forgive,
football.
may God
With Sadibu, yeah.
give him Jannat Firdaus Birinjai. He walked in the street of Banjul barefooted. And we call that guy an icon. They only celebrated when he died. That is evil. And a lot of our veterans who were paid nothing, $100 in their days, are still with us, most of them.
Yes,
Do we
sacrifice.
care about them? We do not care about them. Our former sport administrators, they are still here, and some of them are putting money in sports, helping young ones to grow. Their opinion does not matter to Kaba and the team. They don't care about them. They only care about themselves. So for him to say, you know, we are developing this, look, like Real de Banjul, they build their own team. If you do not have the passion for sports, and to see that their team develop so that they'll be able to have players that they can graduate and sell them to become professionals. You think they would do that?
Okay.
Because they will look for sponsors. Confidence eroded. Listen, I have a lot of things to tell you. And then I'm part of Africa. I'm part of you.
No, but what we have to. You are part of us, but this is a different ball game.
Okay.
So long here, we have to have a
confidence eroded. Okay, sorry for that.
Yeah.
Confidence eroded. The reason why he mentioned it here yesterday, they don't have sponsors. You know why? There was a time the whole Gambia came together, and we initiated a project called Gambia for Gold, and companies were approached, Gamtel and all of us, and they put in millions of dollars. And those monies were misused.
But that was not under his leadership, by the way.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's why you are not, I'm coming.
Yeah, but I want us to that be clear. So that
No, listen, you want facts.
No, but I want them. No,
He's going there.
I know, but yes.
Amadou, listen to me. Then
Amadou,
you get
come
it.
on.
I know, but
The
some of
reason
these
why
things, I know he was.
sponsored fatigue. It's like sponsored fatigue because sponsors put in money before for our sports development and to help the national team when they travel. You understand? Those monies, Gamtel and all others contributed. Okay. Even petroleum companies contributed. All those monies were misused. And because of that, sponsors become...
Hold back.
They held back because their monies were spent and were not properly utilized.
Okay.
And this fear in them, that it's not prudent for them to sponsor because each time they put money, somebody or a group is there to misuse it.
Okay.
And the beneficiaries will never get it.
We have to get to the final.
And at
Because
the end of the day,
time is. I have to interject.
Yes, at the end of the day, they will say Gambia government owns the team.
Okay, yeah, and they are also obliged to do some to support.
Understand?
Yeah, which
now,
they have done.
when Gambia government put, if they, for instance, pay for flight, and FIFA also contributes for logistics, even $200,000 for support, for team support, for their clothing and for their transportation. So when government give them money, then why is that 200,000?
Okay.
That is support from FIFA for our national teams travel.
Thank you.
For their clothing and for their travel.
Yeah, time is definitely not on our side. I have to say this, and we need to round up now because I said it because I know dealing with 3 people here, I could be somehow. Everybody want to say. I know you all want to change, and you want. Because I am so much focused on these things because you might have your concerns, you might want change, but maybe I wouldn't call it sad thing or the unfortunate thing, but then the reality is the stakeholders out there, club owners, regional association, those are the people that will get in there and change. So you are here to influence them. That's why I want you to.
But that's one reason why I said this is an election that is one of the most uninteresting elections that is going to happen in the history of Gambian football.
Wow.
Then push stakeholders.
So finally, I want to ask you a final question.
Stakeholders are fighting back.
Each of you, finally. Wow, just your final.
Understand.
Wait, wow. Finally, for today.
You ask for proofs. You am hegg ci suuf. Joxeen la proof boo xam ne. mooy one of the most legitimate proofs. boo xam ne man binduma ko yow binduloo ko. ñoom ñëpp seen statement from the police is here déggu rek. binduma ko binduloo ko. It's from our government, the Gambia Police Force. Def nañ seen recommendation. If you deliberately avoid paying tax, you know the consequences. And by the time they were asking the company to pay that tax, they were still owing the company 30% of the money. Why they didn't pay from that money to end the story? So, after the facts, Uncle was there. Lee is legit. Bobu leer. 2, ñëpp xam nañu in the Gambia 40 million doesn't go on 40 rooms. Loolu xel sa moral sa xel nangu ko.
4 by 4 meter room.
4 by 4 meter room. Kama boobu noonu to make it worse, the contract manager was at West Coast Lady. Peter Gomez laaj na ko the same question mu ne dafa mu ne xamul figo bi. You never suma word you I can send you the audio. Mu ne xamul figo. Okay. The most talked about Kama, you know, figo bi. Loolu xam nga loolu xel nangu ko.
With all this, nga baal ma because of time. With all this, lan nga bëgg stakeholders yi xam going to the elections.
Easy. Pour ñoom ñu enjoy. Gambians enjoy. Some football move. We have to make a change. Change is the rule of life. Te gis nga this notion ne yow amuloo vote waruloo wax. Noonu lañ naxee nit ñi to keep people muted ba nit ñi duñ xam what's happening. Léegi nag we are unveiling the truth. Nit ñi ñu leen sensitize te we will keep on doing that regularly.
Thank you.
Every person should understand that football doxut. Teams yi ngi am subvention ba léegi seen second half of the subvention jotuñ ko. What GFF normally does dafa xaar ba to the 11 hour of the election mu raise fund jox teams.
Okay, thank you.
ñun man lu ma daw mooy this next time what nekk seen last paycheck.
Dégg maa baala rek because of time. Xam naa di ngeen di ñëwaat.
Seen last paycheck.
Waaw.
Su gaay caaxaanee ba jox ñi suñ sport boobu seen last paycheck we are doomed.
Okay, thank you. Boobu leer na. Coach, on the 30 seconds, what would you conclude with? Your message to the stakeholders, and you guys will come back maybe, and then we keep talking. But election, there's more time.
So my message will definitely, I mean, the NACO UNICE coaches and the coaches association. Yeah. In fact, not only the coaches association, but the allied associations. Yeah. That is the referees, the coaches, and the players association. Yeah. These are important pillars of the GFF. Let's not be allowed to be used as a political tool. You know, I have been following proceedings with all these allied associations, and I'm glad that they took a stand. People wanted to change because for far too long, coaches association has been used as a political tool. And I'm meant to understand that they are taking a different stand this time around, which I would have been the first person to go against them if they did nominate any of these aspirant who are candidates. Because they feel the coaches association, the player association, and the referees association should be very, very, very neutral. To know into office, they should be able to work with.
Thank you very much. Mr. Dabo, under 30 seconds, it might be difficult, but what will your final message to the stakeholders? You will come back, certainly you will have more time.
My message to the stakeholders is simple. Yeah. It's time to effect change. They have suffered for far too long. Nothing is right in their sports administration. They have been deceived. They have been cheated. Each time they will tell you the money that comes is small. That's the size of our country. But whatever comes should be judiciously managed so that the footballers can enjoy the fruit of their labor.
Okay.
You know, the team owners can also enjoy the fruit of their labor.
Thank you.
You know, we have to move together as a team, and this is what Restore Confidence wants to do. So my advice would let them not felt intimidated. You know, it is their salient right to give Gambian people the right person in Kamaso to administer. Otherwise, they would come back again and regret for another 4 years.
Thank you very much.
Because these people are eyeing, FIFA is likely to increase their subvention. And that's the reason why they want to continue, so that they can butcher that and then move out.
Thank you
and
very
then
much.
leave them in limbo.
Thank you. Thank you. Bori Dabo, former chairman of the National Sports Council, of course, you know, in his old same stone there. But I hope these stakeholders are listening. Are they convinced? Whatever. We'll keep talking, and of course, whatever they decide on the 27th would be clear. And of course, yesterday we had Kaba himself here as the incumbent. He's seeking for another term. So we'll, of course, keep engaging him. Sadibu himself hopefully would be here next week. We'll have to talk about the parks issue, financing and other issues, by the way, but we can exhaust that at once. Thank you very much, Mr. Fall. Jërëjëf, kontaan naa ci. Thank you very much.
I hope I'm at the opportunity to come back because we have a lot to say.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Why I hope you will follow. And then most importantly, facts.
Wow, no problem. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jox leen next dig daje bi suba inshallah ci beneen edition Good Morning Africa nañ fi dellusiwaat Friday ñu continuer. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a pleasant afternoon and bye-bye.
Maybe 2 hours.